Today we're in a 2017 Mercedes E300. This is the entry-level E-Class for Mercedes, and it's all new for 2017, so we're going to be doing a quick little review of it.
It just replaced the previous model, which was the E350. Those were naturally aspirated. This one comes with a 2.0 liter turbo, and this has 241 horsepower and 273 foot-pounds of torque, which is not too bad for a car that has a curb weight of nearly 4,000 pounds. How does it feel while driving it?
The engine, it's a pretty good engine, I'm not gonna lie, but it's very underpowered for a car of this size. I have to say, it's definitely underpowered.
Yeah, I would agree. I think for like a CLA or GLA or
even the C-Class, honestly.
Yeah, the C-Class.
It's decent in the C-Class, but for this car, it definitely needed at least a V6.
Yeah, I like the previous model with the naturally aspirated 306 horsepower, I believe it had.
Yeah, but if you want the V6, they do have that. They call that the E400, and that car has a twin turbo V6, so it's pretty quick. And then for people who want even more power, they have an E43 AMG, and then if you want to go straight out, they have an E63, which is the top of the line AMG.
The rocket ship.
They have two different versions of that, and if you get the S, it's got over 600 horsepower, and it's got drift mode, so you can have a lot of fun with that car.
But today we're looking at the base model, which is not too bad for being base. This is a $52,000 MSRP car. This one
for Mercedes, when they say base, usually that means
nobody's gonna get a car.
Find any for that price.
Yeah, nobody's gonna get a car that's base. This one is somewhat base. It does have the sport package, and this is around $67,000. It has this, like I said, AMG sport package. It has the 18-inch AMG wheels, which look beautiful in this car. It does come with a upgraded paint job. This is a blue paint. It looks marvelous in the sun.
It does look pretty nice.
And it does look nice. A lot of compliments on it so far. We've had this car for 4 days, courtesy of Mercedes-Benz of Pittsburgh for our loaner car. When you're driving it, it is extremely smooth while driving it. I think it's got thicker tires on it, so that kind of helps.
Yeah, the drive quality in this car is 100% Mercedes. It's everything you would expect from this car. It's super smooth. It doesn't ride rough. It has run flats. It came stock with run flats.
Compared to BMW, they're actually really smooth, because BMW run flats are god awful.
Yeah, they're extremely rough. But yeah, this is super smooth. So long trips in this would be a breeze.
And speaking of long trips, this does get pretty good with gas mileage. It gets 22 in the city and 30 on the highway. We've experienced 32, 33 on the highway, which is pretty good for a car this size.
That's
Great for
what
road trips.
Mercedes usually does, though.
They kind of lie about their numbers a little bit.
Yeah, they're always a little generous with that.
Setting off here in the Mercedes, as you can tell, this interior is absolutely stunning. Something you would expect for a nearly $70,000 Mercedes. Right here, this controls your seats right here, all the functions, and you can have presets up to 3. You have your heated seats here. This is the base model, but you can get air-cooled seats. Right here, we have the upgraded sound system. This is nearly $4,000 an option right here.
Definitely worth the money.
Yeah, it's one of the best sound systems ever.
Absolutely phenomenal. It's probably one of the best I've heard.
Yeah, I have to agree. It is one of the best. And you know what? If you have the money for one of these, I would recommend the $4,000 option. One of the nice things about this 2017 Mercedes E-Class is this display screen. This is a 10-inch LED backlit display. Now, what's cool about this, as you can see, we also have the navigation on one side, and we have the radio options on this side. And you can change it to different things. You can show, all phone features, device, satellite radio,
Apple CarPlay.
It has Apple CarPlay. It also has it shows your horsepower.
We'll get that right
torque.
now.
Yeah, we'll go
show them, because it's awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Let's see.
Where's it at? This car's got so many options in it. It's really hard to figure it all out. I think it might be in here. Yeah, if you go down to engine data, it'll show you how much horsepower and torque you're using.
That's pretty cool right there. For all the GTR fanboys, this is something you might want to get when you wife up and get some kids and a wife. You can get one of these, display all your gadgets, because I know the GTR fanboys, they love these kind of things.
Yeah, so for example, I'm coasting right now, so I'm using no power. And then if I give a little gas,
a Prius.
here, yeah, 100 and some horsepower.
You feel the torque put me back in my seat a little bit.
Oh yeah, that 4-cylinder turbo definitely.
It does have really nice gauges too. Look at that. There's gauges over here.
Yeah, it's a nice clean look.
Your paddle shifters right there.
That's one thing Mercedes always does with their gauges. They're always like super clean, nothing like too flashy, and they get the job done. They get the job done.
Oh yeah, that steering wheel is beautiful too. Look at that. Nothing more of a nice Mercedes-Benz steering wheel. Fully leather wrapped. It has all your functions that you would need on the steering wheel buttons.
Oh yeah, these two buttons right here, you can actually just like hover your finger over them, just like this, to scroll through the settings.
They're like a mouse pad too.
Yeah.
This right here as well for the options for all the display screen.
Yeah, and if you look down here on the bottom, this whole trackpad right here is just like all touchscreen, well, touchpad.
And then they have, for anybody that likes the big shift knob right there, you can also go through manually.
Yeah, this thing right here, but that's pretty cool. But and then also down there is that dynamic button where you can switch between comfort mode, eco mode, sport, and sport plus. The eco mode is absolutely garbage. Yeah, I wouldn't. There's another way to put it. It's garbage. It has, I swear, it knocks the horsepower down to like 50. I mean, you can floor it. It'll take 2 years to get to 60, but I mean, obviously, you're not going to do that in eco mode. But I'm just saying, like, you can't do nothing in that mode except maybe cruise on the highway.
Sport dynamics pretty nice.
Yeah, Sport Plus. You put in Sport Plus, it's pretty nice. It's responsive. The shifts are fast. I wish it had more power. That'd be nice.
Yeah, this could. Well, the previous generation had 306 horsepower around there.
Yeah, for the entry model, this one only has 241.
So you're looking like almost 70 horsepower loss from this.
Definitely. Yeah, you can feel it, especially for a car like this size. Oh man.
So what are some of your favorite features about the car, Matt?
My favorite features about this car, without a doubt, this interior is one of the best I've ever seen in a Mercedes. I mean, it's...
Yeah, I have to agree. This interior, I mean, if you look at BMW or Audi even, and Acura, Lexus, no one is going to go anywhere near this interior.
Yeah, I mean, Audis tend to be a little more on the plain side, which, I mean,
yeah,
not a lot of people mind that, but if you want something like super luxurious, like this new 2017 E-Class is unbelievable. Yeah, I would. The older ones, older E-Classes, they were nice. I mean, we have 2 E-Classes and we love them both, but this new one is a totally different ball game, especially with the LED lighting in here. It's beautiful at night. It feels like you're in a nightclub when you have it on blue.
BMW and Audi are definitely gonna have to step up their game to compete with this car. I mean, yeah, you're basically getting an S-Class for like 30 grand cheaper. So. Oh yeah. I mean,
the nice thing about this new model is they made it a little bigger. It's a little bit bigger than the previous model, which is nice because it makes it more roomy. It feels like you're an S-Class, which a lot of people like.
Or a C-Class based on the looks.
I mean, they all look the same now. Yeah. C-Class, the S-Class, this class, any class. They all look the same, which it kind of sucks because, you know, if you're buying the S-Class and spending over 100,000, you want your car to be a little bit different than everyone else's.
Yeah, you're kind of getting like ripped off. But if you're buying a C-Class and everybody thinks it's an S-Class, yeah, then I mean, if you can't tell by the size, I guess that's pretty nice. Yeah,
exactly. So if you buy a C-Class, you're lucking out because it looks like an S-Class. But yeah, I mean, I see other stuff I like in here. I love the infotainment center in here. The navigation's awesome. It's got 3D maps, so if you're driving in like a big city, we drive through Pittsburgh and it shows all the buildings and stuff. And the Apple CarPlay is a sick feature.
One of the things I really like about this car is this suspension setup. It doesn't have the ABC. Now we have an E550 and it has ABC, and it is one of the worst and best setups in the world. I mean, when you're driving, when it works, it's
when it works, it's super smooth. It feels like you're literally in a cloud driving. But
Mercedes isn't known. I mean, they break. I mean, you let the car sit for like a week or two, and
it'll be like sitting on the frame. Like, it'll look like you slammed it.
And it's very expensive to fix. You're looking at like
almost not even worth fixing.
Yeah, it's like $2,500 per like, you know, shot. Yeah, it's not worth it. So the fact that this doesn't have it, this makes it even better because. And it does sit a lot lower than normal ones too. Like it's
got a nice ride height. It doesn't look like it's jacked up like 4x4.
It doesn't look like 4x4 mode all the time. And right now, look, the car stops, so it helps out the gas mileage.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's pretty nice.
It's got the auto start stop feature, which is, I like it. I know a lot of people don't like it because it makes them feel like their car is stalling out, which I can understand.
The other day we were in downtown Pittsburgh and there was a lot of traffic, and I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a pain in the ass. It was going on and off, and the car jerks a lot in the city.
Yeah, that was kind of annoying.
Yeah, I mean, out in the city, when that kind of traffic, I'd probably turn it off, which you can turn it off. I would definitely do it in, you know, when you're in bumper-to-bumper traffic. When you're around town in the city, it's great because it does help get the best gas mileage. You can get like, I think the car said you get like 22, 25 in the city, and you definitely can get that if you use that feature, which is great.
And put it in eco mode with no power.
Oh yeah, if you put in eco mode, you have no power.
Oh,
you're probably running on like half the horsepower if that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're gonna set on the highway right here.
Yeah, we're gonna head out on the highway. I'm gonna put the car in.
Going.
Sport Plus. This is
Put in Sport Plus.
This is the full
Give it the full beans.
right here. I'm gonna put it in manual mode. So this car's got a 9-speed automatic transmission.
Here, let's go on and show this.
Shift between all the gears. So we're gonna go full beans. Ready? Woo. Considering how big this car is, and for being a base model, it doesn't handle too bad. It doesn't feel like it's all that heavy, even though it is a heavy car. So that's a nice thing. But all right, we're gonna go downshift to here. We're in fourth. We're in third gear. I'm gonna hit it. See what the power feels like. 65, 70. Pretty smooth on the highway. Car feels nice and planted, stable. I know, like the CLA, when you're driving the CLA on the highway, I swear it feels like you're all over the road. You can't even keep it straight. But this car's a walk in the park. You can drive on the highway and super smooth. You can take your hands off the wheel. You don't even need it. I wouldn't recommend it because that's not a good idea, but it just shows you how well this car is made. It's typical Mercedes quality. I mean, Mercedes.
Oh yeah, one thing you can tell is all the like everything you touch is like leather for the most part. The only thing I don't like in this car is the wood dash. This on this particular model, it's the way it's optioned is kind of cheap looking. Now you can't.
I'm not a fan of that brown wood in here. I mean, you can get like other, like if you get like the upgraded interior options, you can get like many.
Yeah, you can get that like unclear coated wood, which is like rough. That one's really nice. I do like that. A couple of our clients' cars do have the wood grain, and it's beautiful. This is like the cheap
like plastic wood.
It's like plastic wood with like it's real cheap feel and everything.
Yeah, the wood's not the best, but I mean everything else in here, top notch, typical Mercedes.
The piano wood in here too, like
that stuff, I hate that in any
trim
car.
You know, usually that you see on a lot of BMWs and Audis, that is terrible. It shows fingerprints.
Too much. It shows dust like crazy.
Yeah.
It shows fingerprints like crazy. It scratches easy. So yeah, that black piano trim, I definitely wouldn't option my car with that.
No, I wouldn't.
But that's all stuff you can get customized when you order it.
But for the most part, I mean, I wish this had a pano roof, but it's lucky enough that we have a sunroof in this one.
Yeah, but pano roof definitely makes it a lot nicer. But yeah, it's got a sunroof, which is it's enough if you don't want to spend the extra money on that pano roof, because I know it costs a lot. All right, so to sum things up about this car, I'd recommend this to anybody looking for a mid-size sedan. I think this car is built very well. It drives nice. I wouldn't get the 300 size engine. I'll go up to at least a 400, if not the 43 AMG, because this car is underpowered for its size. But me personally, I love the car. I think it's awesome. I'd recommend it to anybody, like I said. And what do you think about it, Nick? You like it?
I like it a lot better than the last generation. I think, what was it, the W212, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot better. It looks more. It's just, you get more for your money with all this tech.
Yeah, that's a good way to put
styling,
it. You get more for your money with
more people look at this car than they did the last generation for sure. They could have done something a little bit better about the back of the car. I don't care for the back.
Exhausts are terrible.
Yeah, exhausts are terrible. But for the most part, I think this car is definitely worth the money. You know, if you can get, I don't think I would get this spec right here with the 300. I would at least go 443 like Matt said.
Yeah, there's a few things I would change. The engine size, I would option it with different wood.
Yeah. Maybe
like a different leather color, because I'm not a fan of the tan. But
overall, I think this car is definitely worth the money. If you want a good cruiser, I mean, styling, everything, I think it's definitely worth the money.
Oh yeah, I think it's great.
All right, that's our review of the 2017 Mercedes-Benz E-Class.